Hey, what if every lead from your ads got a call within 10 seconds? You probably make more money, right? Yeah. By the way, this is a VSL, and this VSL, I'm just going to be reading this Google Doc. Okay. So it's not super fancy, but you guys get the idea. So if you're running ads right now and you're frustrated because leads aren't being called fast enough, or maybe your ads are live 24/7, but your setters only work 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, right? Or worse, you're dumping money into leads that never even pick up the phone, right? Or you're just following up with dead leads that literally just never pick up the phone and you're just calling them over and over and over again, right? Then this video might change your business forever. You want to scale. You want to hit 50K, 100K, maybe even 300K months. But for being honest, you're overwhelmed and your sales are inconsistent and unreliable. I get it. Trust me. Back when I started, I was exactly where you are. I had good ads. I had a great offer. I had a decent team. But we kept losing money on leads. It wasn't until I hired a coach, Cole Gordon's team, which, by the way, they do all the done-for-you sales marketing consulting for like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Ryan Serhant, all these big names. I hired the same teams that they did, Cole Gordon's team, to dissect my process. And that was when I realized that it wasn't actually the ads, it was the follow-up. Like Cole Gordon's team, they asked me point blank. They were like, how many times do your setters call the new leads in the first 48 hours? I said maybe 3 times. You know what he said? He said, our setters call at least 8 to 10 times in the first 48 hours because statistics show that after the first 48 hours, it's basically a cold lead. Okay. And that was like a huge wake-up call because I was like, are you serious? I'm like, oh, you mean to tell me that my ads weren't working because I just weren't working hard enough? Oh, that makes sense. So let me tell you quickly, before we actually built the autocaller, we actually owned a VA agency. Like we owned a VA agency. We had over 200 staff. We built it up to thousands of clients, multiple 7 figures. And what we did was we literally hired VAs for our clients. Clients would hire setters or inside sales agents from us when we manually manage over 3 million cold calls for our clients, using VAs. Okay. And we tested everything because when we were training VAs, especially if you ever trained a VA on setting, you have to be really prescriptive because they're not really creative, right? So you have to tell them exactly what to say. And we tested everything from potential cold call intros to follow-up texts on a very specific sequence that we trained them on to just get clients to convert, right? So we created a system manually through people and we tried everything, okay? The result out of all the calls that we've done, out of all the hundreds, thousands of appointments that we booked, okay, is that we built our own system, okay, which changed the game for us. And we built this through trial and error, which is basically what we built is a proprietary combination of, sorry, there's somebody at the door. So we built this through a trial and error system, and we battle tested, and we created basically a proprietary combination of AI calls and AI texts that calls in under 10 seconds. And if it didn't pick up, it followed up 8 times in 48 hours, weaved into a high converting sequence that converts our leads at 52% lead to booking. So it uses SMS and voice, and it uses conversational AI. And we've also built in tactics that nobody else does. Like, for example, our fourth follow-up text message says, do you have a leads list or run ass? And then we say ads, sorry, LOL, like a fake typo. We put in stuff like that to get the client to respond to conversational AI to trigger that conversation to book them in. The result is we literally scaled our ad spend from 10 grand a month to 70 grand a month in 30 days. And we built $1 million business in less than 90 days. Like $1 million business being 83,000 monthly recurring revenue. We built that in less than 90 days. Our clients as well, they were getting and I know we can't say this anymore, but retarded results, okay? Not because they're the best, but because they're getting the results the fastest. Now, I want to repay the favor that my mentors Cole Gordon, Alex Hormozi, Jordan Belfort, and Grant Cardone did for me. So we built the AutoCaller acquisition system. Essentially what it is, it's a system where you run ads to an instant lead form to get the lowest CPL possible. And then we attach a sales-trained AI caller that uses the best high-ticket voice and SMS scripts to convert those leads at 50% lead to booking, guaranteed to work. Why can we put a guarantee? Because let me show you how it works. Our script that we install for our new clients have been battle tested over 3 million cold calls in the last 4 years. So all the different cold call openers that got clients to respond, have conversation, we basically looked at all the stuff that worked and we compiled it into one prompt, one script, okay? Because not only has this specific script worked for us, but we've used it to book hundreds of appointments in over 20 different industries already. Okay. Now, when we onboard a new client, let's say you were a new client, right? We only change 4 things on the script that adjust the industry and the context, but it doesn't change the conversion rate of the script. It has like a formula to it. Think about it like kind of like picking a lock, right? And also kind of think about it like a skin on a character that you change in a Fortnite or like a video game character, okay? So the 4 things that we change on the script is, number 1, the context in the beginning. So instead of saying like Sam with AutoCaller, we'll say like Sam with ABC Company. So we'll change that to obviously match your industry. Second thing we change on the script is the CTA at the end. So instead of saying like AI strategy call, we'll say like ABC discovery call or something like that, okay? So CTA at the end. The third are the 3 qualifying questions that tell me whether or not this is a good lead. We brainstorm and build these using AutoScript AI, which is a GPT that's trained on the highest converting set of scripts in the high ticket industry. Okay, I literally took the best of the best, the stuff that I actually paid for, and I trained a GPT on it, and we use that to write the 3 qualifying questions and brainstorm 3 qualifying questions. And last but not least, the 5 objection handles, which is also written by AutoScript, so it's guaranteed to work, right? So all the objection handles that we put into the AI is actually written by a GPT trained on the highest converting set of scripts in the world. Now, this methodical approach in onboarding clients while retaining the voice, the pausing, the tonality, and the script, it allows us to achieve like some crazy results pretty much like instantly. Like for example, like Mike from True Path Funding, he actually joined our program and was running his own ads. He tried using his own script, creating his own assistant with his own script. Okay, I already said that. Had a bad experience. He canceled, filed a dispute. I literally can show you somewhere else on the screen. I'll put a screenshot. We hopped back on a call with him, and we saw that there were inefficiencies in his ad process, got him back in, okay, upgraded his plan, took over his ads completely done for him, told him to do it our way with our script, and within 24 hours, you got 29 leads, 10 appointments. Now, think about it. If all of that were true, wouldn't you be at least a little curious to see how this could work for your business? Like, would it be crazy to think that your leads might just need to be followed up with faster? Like, you don't have to change anything else, just that they need to be followed up with faster, right? What would like an extra 20 to 30 extra appointments per week do for you? Okay. Now, since Hormozi said in a good VSL, you need to have some FAQs. Below is a list of FAQs that I'm going to address one at a time. Okay. So, number 1, will the AI sound robotic or ruin my brand? So, our AI has been trained with over 3 million calls and with over 3 million calls, human tonalities, objection handles, and high-ticket sales scripts. Most people can't even tell the difference. If you actually go look on our TikTok, okay, which I'll show you right now, okay, on our TikTok, all of our calls here, okay, if you go listen to all of these calls are all successfully booked appointments, okay? Every single call that you hear here that you can see, you can go back and literally watch them. They're all successfully booked appointments, and you can just literally go and listen to it. We are like the best. Like, we sound super natural. You get to use my voice to do your sales calls for you, okay? And it is incredibly high converting. So you can just go ahead and go listen to, any one of these calls. Right? Like, as an
I have so many people DMing me that I can't reach them all to sell to them.
Gotcha. That's a good problem to have, but I can see how it's overwhelming. So how are you following up with those DMs right now? Right? You can just go listen to them, and they sound really, really good. Okay. So no, it won't sound robotic. Okay. Because the voice as well, you get to use my voice, like this one, the one you're listening to right now. It's a high ticket sales tonality proven to convert. Okay. It works. Okay, next question. What about complex question objections? Can AI handle that? Yes, AI is actually designed to handle complex questions and objections that are industry specific as well, because behind your AI, your autocaller is connected to ChatGPT. This means that any question that's answerable by ChatGPT can be answered by your AI as well. We just set up the guardrail so that it can't be tricked into answering a topic unrelated to your industry. And if a lead wants a human, we'll route that call instantly. Make sense? So next question, will this integrate with my CRM? Yes, we integrate with all major CRMs and workflows. Okay, here's how it works. If a lead gets generated through Meta right now and it lands in your CRM, a duplicate contact can just land in AutoCaller and it'll get called instantly. Now, if you use Go High Level right now as a CRM, everything can all be integrated into one platform. You can externally deploy AutoCaller into your CRM. You don't need to change a thing. So how it works basically is Auto CRM is built on top of Go High Level. It's just a white label version of Go High Level. When you become a client of ours, we give you a full full-fledged version of Go High Level, okay, with AutoCaller installed. So we use two different softwares to create this proprietary system that converts all of your leads at 50%. Now, this system is created using Go High Level and our own proprietary software called AutoCaller. We display AutoCaller inside the custom menu link of Go High Level, and so we can essentially use it under one system. Okay, so you need a CRM to create the workflow that the assistant works on, which essentially is the engine, okay, that will convert your leads, the new lead conversion engine. That's kind of what we call it, okay? Now, if you have a CRM, right, then great. You can essentially use whatever automations you have right now, but when the lead comes in from Meta, it'll just go into Auto CRM, which is then auto-called, okay? Now, if you have your own Go High Level and you're paying $297 Go High Level, you can even migrate your Go High Level into our agency and save your monthly fee of $297 with GHL and have it all in one, okay, as well, just so you guys know. All right, next question. Can AI really follow up better than a rep? It's a dumb question because reps get tired, right, distracted, and busy. AI doesn't. It's relentless, fast, and consistent. The main advantage here is that AI gives you speed and predictability, right? No human can call every single lead within 10 seconds exactly the same way with the same script. And if they don't pick up, follow up 10 times in 48 hours using call and text. No human can do that exactly the same way with every single lead, right? That's the reason why this converts, right? I have leads come in like from yesterday that will get booked maybe tomorrow or the day after using SMS because they finally reply, right? Humans will forget to follow up. AI, the moment they text back, AI texts back and follows up with them, right? And usually when people scale ad spend, the volume overwhelms the team and you have to hire new setters, right? Very common problem, okay? AI, you can scale infinitely. How long does setup take? Okay, our team does all the heavy lifting. Campaigns can go live within 24 hours. When you pay, okay, so let's just say, for example, the sales page, right? When you go on the sales page and you pay, immediately on the next page, on the thank you page, there's actually a calendar booking link to your personal onboarding specialist, okay? They will set everything up for you in less than 60 minutes. If you pay now, you could even onboard same day, like even today in some cases. After that onboarding call, you'll have our constant support via Slack and School as well, okay? Next question. Can you customize the AI voice and tone? Absolutely. Just like how I clone my voice, you can clone yours too. We teach you in our course area in school how to actually clone your voice so it sounds the most natural and how to train your clone on high-ticket setter scripts as well, okay? Can you monitor calls? Yes. Full transcripts, recording, analytics. I'll just hop in quickly here and just show you. So let's actually hop into ours. All right, take a look. So as you can see, AutoCaller is essentially a platform, okay, that we display inside of Auto CRM, okay? Now, AutoCaller itself, okay, has an assistant. We pull that assistant ID out of AutoCaller and we put it into the automations area. And so in the AutoCaller area, you can see, okay, that our system is highly customizable, okay? This is the prompt. You can literally book directly into the calendar, okay? All of these, right? Sensitivity, speed, response speed, all of this stuff, okay, is actually dials that we have dialed to perfection. I give you my voice and essentially that follows this automation. Okay, this engine. Okay, so say for example the paid ads call workflow. Okay, it follows this. Okay, and it calls using this sequence. So as an example, right? If the lead comes in, we call. If they don't pick up, we wait 10 minutes, call it again. Wait 30 minutes, call it again. Wait an hour, call it again. Wait an hour, call it again. Wait another hour, call it again. Wait another hour, call it again. And so we go through that process of calling that lead over and over and over again and also having text messages as well and everything all built in, okay? Cool. So can you monitor calls? Yes. Full transcript recording, and you'll be able to hear every call. You can even have an MP3 texted to you after every appointment is booked, okay? Very simple. You can literally just go here, go to opportunities, go to the specific lead. I'll just go to our appointments booked. Let's just say Janet, right? I can go into it and I can go ahead and listen to the call.
This is Janet.
Hi. Is this Janet?
Yes.
Great. It's just Sam with AutoCaller AI. You saw our ad, right? A couple of seconds ago?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can also fast forward, right? And it will you can just listen to the whole entire call on how the appointment was booked. And yeah, that's it. Oh, Let me go back here. Okay, what about compliance? We meet industry standards for data security. If you're in healthcare, we have HIPAA compliance. And also, since all the leads that are coming in from ads, you'll be fine. Okay. Now, this system isn't for everyone. I want you to ask yourself this question. Really ask yourself this question. If you doubled how many clients you acquired next month, would your fulfillment break? If the answer is yes, this probably isn't for you yet, because this system converts leads to book calls like nothing you've ever tried before. So you need to make sure that your business is set up for the demand. Otherwise, you'll just get bad reviews and ruin your reputation. You'll sign people, but you won't be able to deliver on them. Okay. Now, if the answer is no, meaning, hey, it's not going to break, I can take on more clients, then my friend, it is time to run ads. You can do it, or we can do it, whatever. And you connect it to your personalized autocaller to print some money. Okay. Now, there are voice AI companies out there charging $10K just for the setup. Okay. We used to charge that too when we first started. Bespoke onboarding, scripting, battle testing, customized workflow build out. It works. But the problem is that it's expensive and not everybody can afford it. But like Henry Ford, who found a way to cut the manufacturing time of cars from 12.5 to 1.5 hours through adopting new technology, we found a way to streamline everything using our AutoScript system, where we train your AI in less than 30 minutes instead of weeks. Okay. Now think about it. As a business, we, like my business, Sam's AutoCaller Rate, okay? We needed to create a standardized results quickly for our clients, effortlessly, with zero risk to you. That's why we built this system with the script, the tonality. You can just take our script, take our tonality, change the skin, plug it in, and boom, it'll work, right? That's the reason why we built this system. We built this system so that we can onboard people quicker at a cheaper cost, just like how Henry Ford can produce more cars. And everybody had it because the barrier of entry was so low. Okay, so let me show you what happens if you sign up today. We launch your campaign, plug in your autocaller, book calls. Worst case, you try, it doesn't work, we give you your money back. Seriously, we don't care about giving crazy guarantees. As long as you're running ads, this will work. Okay. Best case, you finally have a faucet that you can turn on, and appointments will just land in your calendar, not just leads. Okay. And right now, we're including 3 bonuses. Auto offer, which is trained on the best offer training out there. Okay. I've summarized all the offer training that I paid tens of thousands of dollars for, okay? And I trained a GPT on all of it. Number 2 is auto script. It will build basically the same thing as auto offer, but sales scripts, setter scripts, and closer scripts, okay? And then auto ad generates proven ads for your niche, okay? So that's it for the bulk of the presentation. We have limited onboarding capacity. We only onboard 25 clients a week right now. So if you feel like you've heard enough and you want to book a call with us, take a test drive of our autocaller below or somewhere on this page. Give it your best objection and book a time with us to see if we might be able to help you. Okay. If you want more proof, I'm going to list off some more examples below. But if this is all you need to hear, just click, have a conversation with AutoCaller. Like, just literally talk to it. Like, talk. Even if you're watching this at like middle of the night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., just do, because AutoCaller, like literally, it's going to be my voice. It's going to call you, and you can have a conversation with it. Give it some objections. See how and yeah. Okay. Cool. So do that. If you want more proof, I'm going to list off some examples here. Okay, so Mike from True Path Funding, a business lending company, got 29 leads. I mentioned him earlier, 10 appointments within the first 24 hours. Nick from Clovis Gym got 8 bookings for his kids fitness bootcamp offer in 24 hours as well. Okay, Irina, a real estate agent in Toronto, plugged in her old Facebook leads, the ones that are already cold, and got 15 appointments in the first 72 hours of launching her autocaller. Sheldon from Canto Mando, a high-ticket coaching client, closed 15K in his first 72 hours from leads generated from auto ad and booked through autocaller. Isaac from Frame Flow, an ad agency in Vancouver, again, 15K in his first 8 days from lead to cash collected. Like, he literally came to me. He was like, yo, I got $3,000. I'm like, all right, give me some of it, okay, because I'm not going to do it for free, and take the rest of it, sync it into ads. Within 8 days, boom, 15K, okay? Completely done using auto ad and autocaller, okay? Chris Dudley, a realtor in Maryland, got 13 leads in one evening from a cinematic ad we launched using auto ad and continues to print leads today, okay? The ad actually looks something like this. I'll show you. Literally, this ad right here. Okay, launch this ad.
Out the overwhelm.
If you're a family in Maryland, Virginia, or DC, still living in the house you bought before the kids and the career upgrades, it's probably
okay. Launched that and got 13 leads, okay, in one evening. Okay, Kalwinder, a realtor in Toronto, got 29 appointments in one day, filled his calendar for a month, then canceled because he was cheap. He said he was going to resubscribe. Who knows? Okay, I might put up screen records, or I might put up like screenshots or whatever. I'm not lying about these results, okay? But if you want to see screenshots, I mean, message me, okay? But that's it. That is pretty much the extent of our business and how we can help you. If you have any questions, talk to us on the call. So click below somewhere here, okay? Test drive the AutoCaller. I really want you to hear it and ask it and give it objections. It's unbreakable. You can just keep giving it objections and it'll try to continuously book you in, okay? Unless you say, don't ever fucking call me again, in which case we will respect your, your request and not call you, okay? All right, so go ahead, click somewhere on the screen, somewhere on this page, and I'll see you on the other side.